are like stars. You may never touch them, but if you follow them, they will lead you to your destiny. एक छोटी सी लड़की जिसने देखा एक ख्वाब जब वो केवल 12 साल की थी, एक सपना जो आसान नहीं था, पर जैसे जैसे वक्त गुजरा मंजिल पास आने लगी। अपनी युवावस्था में ही मीनाक्षी को मौका मिला जूही चावला और नम्रता शिरोडकर जैसी बड़ी हस्तियों के साथ काम करने का, सिर्फ अपने मॉडलिंग करियर की वजह से।
My childhood was pretty different. My father's from the Indian Navy, from the forces. So it was in a way not the regular childhood because we were traveling to different cities every year, every 2 years. I must have changed about 11 schools, and we had learned to make new friends very often because every time you're shifting cities, you're shifting houses, you keep meeting new people. So I feel that was a very good thing because that made me a very outgoing kind of person, where we learned to meet a lot of people, make friends in a jiffy, So, and then being from the defense background, we had a lot of facilities, and from the clubs to swimming pools to a lot of sports, and all the parents around us and the children around us were very broad-minded. So it was a different culture altogether. Started modeling when I was very young. I was just in class 7th or 8th, and one of my aunties was in Bombay. I was studying in Bombay at that time, and she offered me a S. Kumar's ad film. So it was a great experience because I was horrible. I was very bad. I was very stiff. They could not use any of my pictures, but I was very impressed. I mean, I looked pretty, but definitely my expressions were not there. But then slowly she started giving me more work, and then more work, and then I did a lot of work in Bombay, and it was just an hobby because in school, even when my parents were the least ambitious parents, I have a lovely set of very simple, God-fearing parents who are very content in life. So they told me, "Koi zarurat nahi hai, padhai karo," like this was just because auntie is doing it. But I started getting a lot of offers from outside, from different production houses in Bombay and everything.
मीनाक्षी ने कॉलेज के दिनों से ही मॉडलिंग का सिलसिला शुरू किया, एक शौक के तौर पर, जो आगे चलकर बन गया उनका प्रोफेशन। नेवी फैमिली बैकग्राउंड होने के बावजूद उन्होंने बड़ी लगन से फैशन की दुनिया में मुकाम हासिल किया। 1988 में मीनाक्षी अपने परिवार के साथ मुंबई से दिल्ली शिफ्ट हो गई। अपने कमर्शियल फेस होने की वजह से दिल्ली फैशन इंडस्ट्री ने भी इन्हें खूब पसंद किया और सराहा गया मिस दिल्ली और मिस नेवी क्वीन के खिताब से। दिल्ली में मीनाक्षी ने कई जाने माने टॉप फोटोग्राफर्स एंड मॉडल्स के साथ भी काम किया।
Just when I was kind of picking up very well in Bombay, my dad got posted to Delhi. So obviously they didn't want to leave me alone there because I was still in class 12. So they said, "You better come with us." So that was like the end of modeling career there. So when I came back to Delhi, somebody saw my posters and they said, "Why don't you get back to modeling?" So I thought, why not? It's good pocket money. I was in college that time. So my dad definitely supported me. He helped me, pay me, he gave me money. Go ahead, go and do a portfolio. There's no harm in trying. I tried. In no time, I picked up very well. And then, when the beauty contest came my way, I thought, why not do this also? I thought I was very pretty, so I thought, why not? Which I think every girl thinks, I was no different than any other girl. But definitely, what I thought did come true. I did win about 3-4 contests, and they were not very big ones. They were like little, Miss Delhi was of course a good one, and Navy Queen and May Queen and all that. But it was, I always did everything without being very serious about it. And maybe those days it wasn't like the end of the world. You had to look for still better options and more career options, even after you won beauty contest, because the options were lesser. So, but yeah, it gives you a high, and you come in the papers overnight, and everybody talks about you and everything. So you are like very excited. And then eventually modeling was happening, and because I was in Delhi, there were not many beauty contests happening, and I was in papers and everything. My modeling also picked up very well, and then the ramp and everything happened. Ramp definitely that time wasn't very good money, but it was more of a big thing. It was a big issue to be doing ramp. And there were very few choreographers that time. There was Rashmi Vermani and maybe one or more. There were not many choreographers at that age. But it was good fun, the rehearsals, and staying in a good hotel or traveling. And so I think it was definitely more than, I would say, a professional approach. It was more of a fun thing for all of us. And all my co-models also we meet, and we were all in a different ball game. But definitely today girls are far more professional. We were also very professional. There was no way we could be late for a show or for a rehearsals or for a shoot. We used to do our own makeup and hair, and we used to be so organized. There was no backstage. We used to manage all our sequence of clothes ourselves, from our accessories to our shoes, sari draping, everything ourselves.
जब मीनाक्षी का मॉडलिंग करियर अपनी बुलंदियों को छू रहा था, तभी उन्होंने अपनी लाइफ का एक सबसे अहम निर्णय लिया और अपनी लाइफ को शादी की डगर तक पहुंचाया। वहीं उनके हस्बैंड मिस्टर उमेश दत्त ने उनकी आशाओं को समझते हुए उनके सपनों को सच करने में उनका पूरा साथ दिया, जिससे मीनाक्षी के करियर को फिर से एक नई राह मिली। लाइफ में कई उतार चढ़ाव देखने के बाद मीनाक्षी ने मेकओवर फील्ड की तरफ अपना कदम बढ़ाया, जिससे कि वो अपने प्रोफेशन के साथ साथ अपने परिवार को भी पूरी अटेंशन दे सकें। अ सिंसियर मदर, सपोर्टिव वाइफ एंड अ ट्रू मेकओवर एक्सपर्ट, मीनाक्षी इन सभी भूमिकाओं को निभाने में सफल रहीं।
I got married pretty young, and I had my son when I was 22. So that is when I thought it's time to look for a different career, and I didn't know what to do, and I was not sure whether I like to do a typical office job or a regular corporate job, and I had not educated myself like an MBA or something, which I could have done if I wanted, but because I was married with a kid, I was not very keen in doing that. So I was very good at makeup even when I was a model. When I started modeling in Delhi, I had my experience from the Bombay modeling days. So I used to do my makeup very nicely, and I used to also help my co-models do makeup. So one of the photographers suggested me. He said, "Why don't you come and do makeup for us, and we'll pay you." So I just went for the heck of it. I had my own personal kit, and I went and I did couple of models, and they liked what I did. So then I came home and I told my husband, I said, I think this is not a bad career, I can take care of my child, I can look after my house, plus work as a freelancer, which is very convenient for me, and I don't have to be working morning to evening, and this is something which I'll enjoy too, because I'll be moving in the same circle of photographers, agencies, models whom I have been working in the past.
नहीं, एक दिन मेरे पास आई, कहती हूँ कि मुझे मेकअप में करियर बनाना है, तो मैं बड़ा हंसा इस बात पे, क्योंकि टेलीविजन में मेकअप का मतलब दादा होते थे एक दो, उस ज़माने में 700-750 रुपए देते थे उन्हें, तो मैंने कहा ये, और उतना उन्हें सम्मान भी नहीं मिलता था। मतलब हम कहते जल्दी जल्दी करो, हटो, जाओ। मैं बहुत फेवर में नहीं था। मैंने कहा कि ये क्या करियर है, इससे बेहतर ये आप मेरे प्रोडक्शन में मुझे हेल्प करें, और हम जो है उसको एक बड़ा प्रोडक्शन हाउस बनाए। चैनल्स नए नए आने शुरू हुए थे, क्योंकि मॉडलिंग में अच्छा उनका करियर रहा था, तो काफ़ी लोगों ने कोऑर्डिनेशन ऑफर किया। कुछ लोगों ने कहा कि जी आप हमारी पूरी शूट ही करा दीजिए, कोरियोग्राफी कर लीजिए। बट शी वॉज एब्सोल्युटली फोकस्ड। शी सेड ऑन डे वन कि मुझे मेकअप करना है, मेरे मेकअप के ये दाम हैं, बाकी ये लोग हैं, इनसे आप ये काम कराइए। और वो दिन है और आज का दिन है, मेरे ख्याल से मीनाक्षी ने वापस मुड़ के नहीं देखा। और आज भारत में, भारत के बाहर भी लोग उन्हें जानते हैं उनके हाथ के लिए, उनकी काम के लिए, और बहुत उन्हें रिकॉग्निशन मिला। एक ज़माना था, मुझे याद है वो समय लोग कहते थे कि भाई ये उमेश जी की पत्नी है, आज कई लोग कहते हैं मीनाक्षी जी के हस्बैंड हैं। तो ये इसमें कोई ऐसा हमारे अंदर ईगो नहीं है, हम दोनों एक गाड़ी के दो पहिए हैं, तो हमें तो हमेशा बहुत अच्छा लगता है।
She supported me very well. She's been an extremely good mother, and she supported me in every way. She has given me every need, every want. Like she's never lacked in anything, and she's been extremely good. She's a brilliant makeup artist. She's very hardworking, and she puts all her hard work into anything she has to do, and she would do anything that would bring her family happiness, or anybody, like her close friends or family friends, her neighbor, anybody. She can love people like anything, and she's a very hardworking woman.
ऐसा नहीं था कि ये रास्ता उनके लिए आसान था, लेकिन मीनाक्षी ने इस प्रोफेशन को एक चैलेंज की तरह लिया और कामयाब रहीं। अपनी मेहनत और काबिलियत से आज मीनाक्षी दत्त जाने माने लोगों में से एक हैं, जिन्होंने देश विदेश में अपना खूब नाम कमाया और बन गई एक सफल मेकओवर एक्सपर्ट एंड स्टाइलिस्ट।
Eventually, I started doing it like a hobby. I started, taking up small assignments, and then slowly, one after the other, because I had a good background of knowing all the photographers from my modeling days. They all supported me. I will not deny that. I mean, from the agencies to the photographers to the modeling agencies, everybody supported me. They said, Meenakshi, you have been our friend, and I mean, if we feel that we need to take someone and you are doing a good job, why shouldn't we take you? And that's how I started doing freelance makeup for editorials, for fashion shoots, and I so thoroughly enjoy it. Definitely it was also hard work, and I had to be there even before the models, and I had to get everybody ready. I had to be on the set touching up and whatever, but that was something I had grown up with. So it was not something, whether I was on this side of the camera or the other camera, something I was seeing from the age of 13. So it was not something very different for me.
Now the dream was getting bigger, and मीनाक्षी अपने सपनों को पूरा करने में एक कदम बढ़ाते हुए ब्राइडल इंडस्ट्री में प्रवेश कर गईं। नया कदम, नया रूप। मीनाक्षी अपनी मेहनत और हौसले की बदौलत बहुत जल्दी इस प्रोफेशन में भी कामयाब हो गईं।
Eventually, I realized that this is a plateau. I mean, I'm doing well now. I'm doing shows, I'm doing shoots, but then suddenly, I think from the creativity in me, I thought I should now do a little bit of business also. There's something called, I should make some money also, because this has a limitation. So, and slowly I started getting a lot of assignments for bridal makeups, and just by chance, I mean, I never even tried for it. So I thought this was a good thing, because the money was definitely better than the shoots and everything, and it was in season, it was very good. So then that's how I thought, why don't I open a small studio? So I started from home. I started doing from home, and I realized that my potential was appreciated. Everybody wanted to come around and get work done from me, and the word started spreading that I'm doing a good bridal makeup work. And slowly my bridal market started picking up so well that I had to refuse work for shoots and shows.
For Meenakshi, it's not a makeup, it's a passion of makeover and a total transformation of a look. मीनाक्षी इज बीइंग थैंकफुल टू हर फैमिली, जिन्होंने उनकी लाइफ के हर एक मुश्किल पलों में उनको सपोर्ट किया और उनका सपना पूरा करने में उनकी हमेशा मदद की।
My husband is also from the media. He was also into filmmaking and serials and everything. So that definitely, that's how I met him. And he was also running a production house and everything. So definitely that was a big support because he had a lot of contacts. He also helped me, and then he always understood the way we work. Whether I was coming late from a shoot or I had to go early or I had a longer shift, there was no issue because he understood the whole trade. So that way, total support. And when I was getting into the bridal market, he definitely supported me totally all the time. He had, in fact, whatever contacts he could use, whether it was to get me space or, and then we had all the models were common friends. So it was just a little easier than being a normal business person, And then, even the family, if I did not cook or if I did not take care of the house, there was no fight on that issues. Our fights were basically only on issues of ego because being from the same profession. Otherwise, when it came to support or anything else, it was perfect. And I